Former U.S. Attorney for the Western District of Virginia, John Fishwick. He joins us now as the clock is ticking for the Trump administration today. John, it's always great to see you this morning. So, on Friday, as you know, the president signaled he would fund SNAP if pointed in the, quote, appropriate legal direction. And he posted this to Truth Social, saying essentially that our government lawyers do not think we have the legal authority to pay SNAP with certain monies we have available. And now two courts have issued conflicting opinions on what we can and cannot do. So what needs to happen next legally to get these funds to the folks who truly rely on them?
And so, Kelly, the judge in Rhode Island set a new deadline today where the Trump administration has two choices. They can fully fund the SNAP benefits for the month of November and let the judge know they're going to do that today. Or they can say, no, on Wednesday, we're going to partially fund the SNAP program with the roughly $5 billion that's been set aside on a contingency basis for the SNAP benefits. Listening to Secretary of the Treasury Bessent yesterday, I think the Trump administration is going to choose the second alternative to have a partial funding. There apparently are some logistical issues when you fund it partially to get those funds out to folks, but I think that's where the Trump administration is going to go. After all, President Trump says he wants to do this, and so I think there is actually some cooperation between this judge in Rhode Island and the Trump administration. We haven't seen that much. I think the funds are going to get out there, hopefully on Wednesday to folks, but certainly this week. And I think the Trump administration is going to cooperate with that judge to get this done.
Yeah, well, that's welcome news for so many. And Nick played this soundbite from Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. He was on another network yesterday saying this could be worked out by Wednesday, as you said. What are your thoughts on that potential timeline, the likelihood that Wednesday people will actually have these funds in hand?
Well, I think President Trump was pretty clear there are going to be delays. I think whenever you've got the government kind of, rushing funds out the door to folks, I doubt they actually get to people on Wednesday. Hopefully they get to folks this week. I think the Trump administration wants to get them out. The judge wants to get them out. I think because it's going to be a partial distribution, that apparently makes the system not run as smoothly. So there are going to be delays to folks. That's going to be unfortunate. But I do think at least the $5 billion, the partial funding for these SNAP benefits will get out this week. But remember, that's just a partial funding. So if this shutdown continues, there'll be further legal action on whether future funds can be unleashed to fund the SNAP benefit program.
Yeah, and a lot of questions because that contingency fund doesn't have enough in it for the entire month. So we got a lot of questions ahead. Former U.S. Attorney for the Western District of Virginia, John Fishwick. It's always a pleasure, John. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.